interest. I said she had interest, and I already explained that her interest was in trying to maintain personal control over both the incorporation and the bylaws of this private entity.
What interest did she have in Papa Portsmouth besides insisting that your organization obey the law?
You'll have to ask that question of Councillor Kennedy.
I'm asking you. You're the one who's made the accusation, Ms. Pearson.
I couldn't
Are you oblivious to that fact? You've accused her.
Just ask the question, please.
Yeah, I asked and answered.
It's been asked, but it's not been answered.
I answered that by her own words, she wanted to have control over the incorporation and the bylaws of this private entity.
Where does she say she wanted control?
Oh, I have a quote. I have a quote. Let's see. Let me find it.
Take what time you need.
What is the quote from? Is this just something
Okay.
what you've drafted?
In the Portsmouth Herald, reported on July 21st that, quote, Kennedy spoke with an advisory board member Monday night and made it clear she will give the registered name as well as the domain name that she purchased, the domain name that she bought to the group if it forms as a legal nonprofit. She said that includes written bylaws. She would like to include limiting vendors to Portsmouth businesses. So when I maintain that her interest was to have ownership over have control over the incorporation and the bylaws of an entity, it is because of those words that she herself was quoted in the paper as saying.
Well, what you just quoted does not say she wants control over the entity. What you have quoted just says she just wanted to make sure that you obeyed the law, that you were a nonprofit entity, and that you carried out the purposes of the funds that have been granted to your organization. The part you have quoted doesn't say anything about her wanting control over the entity.
Are you asking a question?
Yeah. Where does it say she wanted control over Papa Portsmouth?
Asked and answered.
It hasn't been answered because you haven't read anything that says she wanted control over the organization